Hi, this is On It Imagination with the Healing Garden. Welcome to PANDO. I think differently and I use a Mac. I am going to spend this video talking about Steve Jobs. I am going to absolutely dedicate this video to Steve Jobs. I had no idea that his marketing campaign, Think Differently, was made for people like me. When I went back and I watched him give a marketing speech, it was a 7-minute video, and it was from 1984. I was 4 years old at the time, and he launched his new campaign, Think Differently. And I watched this video, and it was a tip of the hat dedication to nonconformists, to people who do think differently, who challenge that quid pro quo. And it really, really felt like he was speaking about me, to me, for me. One of the things he said in that video was what marketing is. And I have owned a marketing company, and I have broken down the psychology of what dirty marketing actually is doing to the subconscious mind and how it is literally causing mental illness by attacking the subconscious mind. And to hear what he had to say about marketing in this 7-minute video was insanely brilliant. Of course, it's Steve Jobs, right? And he talked about the purpose of marketing, the purpose of a business, and more importantly, who you are doing it for. And he brought up two really great examples. He brought up Got Milk, and which doesn't talk about the product, and he points out that it talks about the absence of the product. And in addition, he talks about Nike. Now, I grew up knowing Nike. It was one of my favorite commercials. My favorite commercials. I am not an athlete. I do not identify as an athlete. However, it really, really spoke to me on such a level. And the reason why is because I did identify with the agenda of the athlete. Just do it, which actually was one of my mantras. Their marketing was my mantra in life. Just do it. Just do it. That's good marketing. When you take someone's marketing and you're like, oh, that's going to be my mantra. I'm going to tattoo that on my body. Just do it. And it's when I have those moments where I can feel the apprehension rise, and I'm like, oh, no. Just do it. Just do it. It's one of my favorite marketing campaigns, and it inspired me on such a level. Thank you, Nike. And right after that video, I received another video from a friend, and it immediately launched into this beautiful perspective of reality check about marketing and business and how people think differently. And he said, people think from the outside in, but Steve Jobs thought from the inside out. And the inside is why, the next one is how, and the next one on the grid is what. And this video broke down these 3 stages. It was beautiful. And I was already thinking, why, how, what? I was already aligned with Steve Jobs. VeggieTales does this too. It was not cited in that example, but every video of VeggieTales begins with why we do what we do. And it's their children. It is a video of the founders' children playing together. Why we do what we do for the children. And I literally spent the entire day yesterday just studying marketing, studying Steve Jobs' marketing, studying the VeggieTales, Nike, watching these 2 videos, and completely redesigning everything on my marketing. And I woke up this morning with a 400% increase. And I went, wow, that's effective. 400% in one night, like overnight, just because I changed my marketing. Do I have your attention? And I went, well, I'm just getting started. Holy crap. So I was analyzing more on my marketing. I'm not even 24 hours into this. I'm 12 hours into this, 12 hours. And now on every single one of my posts, I have that taking right out of VeggieTales hat there, why we do what we do. And I wrote up an elevator pitch for the underdog for never abandoning your moral fiber. This is for you. That's why I do what I do. And I realized this morning while I was building up the next pieces to my marketing campaign that the marketing is really something different. And I went, son of a bitch. Thank you, Steve Jobs. Marketing is the to you. Marketing is the little envelope on a Christmas package that says, for so-and-so from us. That's marketing. That's all it is. That's all it is. It is literally the little itty bitty flippy thing that says, for you. That's all it is. And I just went, son of a bitch. And the package is the offer. The package is the offer. And suddenly I went, it's a gift. It is a peace offering. Marketing is the peace offering. To say to somebody, I come in peace. I mean you no harm. I'm giving this to you. It is called my business, my purpose. To you from me. And it's a gift. Suddenly there's equal footing. Suddenly they relate. Suddenly they trust. Suddenly they understand. Suddenly they step into it. Suddenly they want more because you get them. Suddenly they know, oh, someone saw me. Someone heard me. Somebody knows me. And to an underdog, that's everything. To every one of us, that's everything. And then I developed and embellished on how we do what we do. We do it with the highest of standards because you deserve the highest of standards because I am the underdog. I've been there. I know. Do I know? This was built for the underdog, by the underdog. And I know every single tool that you need because I've been there. And then I broke down what it is I do. And that's when the magic really happened. I went, wow, suddenly I can say whatever the hell I want on what I do. And I don't have to listen to, you got to hyper your focus. You got to only sell one thing. Well, when you work from the outside to the inside, you have to. But not when you work from the why out to the how. Well, suddenly you can put down whatever you want. Because it's not for you. It's not for people with this problems. You're not focused on their problems and their pain point. You're focused on who they are. Now that's marketing. And suddenly I was able to, for the first time in my life, write down each and everything that I offer in all of my businesses, all three. And I don't have to worry about, well, what? No, I'm giving them the menu. I'm giving them the menu. And the underdog is going to go, wow, there's a lot to choose from here. And I'm going to need all of these resources because I'm an underdog and so is I. And I know exactly what they need. Ethical solutions. That's what they need. Because that's why they're the underdog. It's because they need ethical solutions because they are ethical. And life sat there and told them, no, you got to give those up. You can't live and be ethical. You got to be an asshole. And the underdog said, fuck you, no. And most of them lost their family, their sanity, their credibility, their voices, their freedom, their wealth. But boy, do they have their integrity. I committed my life to the last 10 years to finding an ethical way to have wealth and prosperity, writing it out in strategic formula, just so I could stand up and hand it to the underdog and say, this is for you because you're right. And then simultaneously, we can just turn to all the assholes and say, fuck you. You don't have to be unethical. You're just an asshole. That's why they're underdogs. That's why we cheer them on in movies and storybooks. Because either they're doing what we wish we could do, they are inspiring us to do what we want to do, or we are commending them because they did what we could not do. That is why every single one of us cheers on the underdog. And that is why I built everything I built for them. Welcome to the healing garden. May the kindest of words always find you. And welcome home.